As you know, we here at TGeekdom are big fans of the new sci-fi hit series, Krypton. As the series continues, we'll do a recap of important events with our commentary, of course. With that being said, we're even closer to our season finale as we present to you Episode 9, Hope. And, of course, spoilers ahead. Working his way out of the guild, the voice of Ral kills everyone in his path, or should we say, absorbs their life force. Jax-Er, leader of the Black Zero, is interrogating Darren Vex. She seems to be enjoying herself, seems she's got a bone to pick with her former guildmate, and she's going to torture him until that bone is picked clean. She injects him with something under the skin of his neck. That's sure to be important in the future. Lyta and General Zod go down to the tunnels again in order to release Doomsday under the assumption this is the only way to stop Brainiac. Lyta and General Zod have found the security lock installed by Val and find it's only able to be opened by an L. Seems Seg is General Zod's daddy. Happy Father's Day. Seg and Jaina arrive to stop General Zod from attempting it, but surprise, the L blood in his veins popped it open. But Daddy Seg has a few tricks up his sleeve as well. Seems after Jaina's recommendation, Seg already removed Doomsday, placing it far from General Zod's clutches. So about those bones to pick, back to the torture chamber. Jax-Er was on the Science Guild with a pretty high position. That is until Darren Vex started stealing her work and setting her up, so she took her research and went underground. Oh, and another thing. Darren Vex is working on something called the Bioradical, and she wants it. And Doomsday, well, he's still in his frozen container, but when they moved it, they compromised its security. Seems the big boy's going to defrost soon. Jaina is keeping General Zod under arrest so that he doesn't succeed in finding and letting Doomsday loose on Krypton prematurely. He sees this as self-defeating, and Lyta doesn't want either of them to kill each other. But General Zod challenges his grandmother to a duel in the old tradition, to the death, no mercy. Darren Vex manages to escape his torture cell, barters for a skimmer, and pilots it out of Kandor to escape from everyone. During the duel, Jaina undoubtedly had the upper hand. She was about to use that hand to strangle General Zod to death. Lyta, however, decided to save General Zod by shooting her mother in the side. While General Zod goes monologuing about how Lyta disgraced his honor by intervening, Jaina disappears. Bad guys always monologue too long. Oh, and remember that little device Jax-Er put in Darren Vex's neck? Well, turns out it has a really long range. She activates it from the underground lair and sends him into an uncontrollable pain, causing him to crash his vehicle into a snowbank in the Badlands. In the Fortress of Solitude, Seg and Nyssa, with Val's help, get to brainstorming their next move. They deduce that Brainiac will be going after the second most active power generator on Krypton, the one powering the protective dome. If that goes down, there will be no protection from Brainiac, so they split up to recruit a defense force of Black Zero and Sagittari. A very injured Jaina crawled to relative safety in the catacombs before ultimately passing out. She was found by a man who presumably knows her, and he whisked her away. But who could it be? Seg leads a combined team of Sagittari, Black Zero, and Unranked into the generator room where the voice of Ral is absorbing even more power. But as you already guessed, he's been expecting them. Well, seems the voice of Ral has some new abilities, one being the power of telekinesis. He literally gets the Sagittari and Black Zero members to turn their guns on each other and open fire, killing everyone. Everyone that is except Seg. In his final move, the voice of Ral levitates Seg over the abyss above Kandor and prepares to drop him. That is until Nyssa comes in from behind and sticks the Superman crystal into the voice of Ral's skull, breaking his mental hold over Seg. It slides in like butter and the voice of Ral breaks apart and shatters like glass. Thinking they've saved the day, Seg and Nyssa get a little intimate. But you know that wouldn't last long. A massive power shortage causes the protective dome over Kandor to retract, leaving the city and its people completely vulnerable to the extraterrestrial attack. Seeing those shattered bits of the voice of Ral reassembling themselves, Seg and Nyssa flee the chamber. So we're guessing the voice of Ral's back already. Nope, it's Brainiac, and he's finally arrived in Krypton. So what did you guys think? We're only one episode away from the finale of SyFy's Krypton. If you're going to Orlando MegaCon this week, please be on the lookout for us here at TGeekdom. We'll be dressed as different versions of Deadpool as well as some Fallout characters. Please come up to us, shake our hands, say hi, take pictures. That's what MegaCon's for. But until then, we'll see you next week.